Hey everybody, this is VGLogic, and today we're going to be starting a playthrough of Crash Bandicoot on the PS1. At E3 they basically announced they were doing remasters of Crash Bandicoot, and if I ever needed an excuse to play Crash Bandicoot, well that would certainly be it. So I thought, we'd just go through the first game, maybe 2 and 3 later on, who knows. I'm going to upload this playthrough sort of stage by stage. I know some levels are very short, I know some levels are quite long, but just, there's going to be a few videos that are a little shorter than others just because that's the way we're going to be doing it. But anyway, let's just jump right into Insanity Beach, which is the first stage of the game. Alright, okay, well this Crash Bandicoot, a couple of things, doesn't let you use analog control for a start, which is fine, but, if you get kind of accustomed to the other two, the controls feel a little bit wonky. It's very, very basic, this one. There's only literally 2 attacks. You've got jump and you've got spin, whereas in the other games, you have belly flops, sliding and all that stuff, which was, awesome, but this is how it kind of all started. I'm going to make an effort to try and get every box, but, it might not happen. And, if it doesn't happen, then I'm not going to sweat it either. I just thought, it would be really good to kind of, go through Crash Bandicoot again. I mean, this game's a bit like Klonoa for me. I mean, I'd play Klonoa any day of the week, for whatever reason, really. Crash Bandicoot's the same, if it's even mentioned, I kind of get the itch to play it again. What have I got? But just on the off chance you have been living under a rock and have never played Crash Bandicoot, it's pretty simple, really. I mean, it's a platformer, of course. You jump, you have one jump, no double jump, something like that, and your spin attack. Some enemies you can spin, some enemies you can jump on, and some enemies penalise you for doing one and not the other. You see this mask I've got next to me? You collect these in boxes, and they basically protect you from a hit. I've picked up 2 of them, that's why he's gold, normally he has colour to them, but if you pick a third one up, like I'm about to do, what have I got? It makes you invincible to enemies for a short amount of time, basically whilst this little drum thingy's going on in the background of the music. You smash boxes by standing in them at this point. It does not protect you against pitfalls though, so if you fall down a hole, you are still screwed. Now this level's an interesting one, because although it's the first stage of the game, it's got crossroads in it. It's pretty much the only level like that, I think, but it does mean if you want all the boxes, I believe, you'll need to go back around here to go get them. There we go. Another thing about this game too, you want to collect all the boxes, of course, but if you screw up, like if you die, you can't collect all the boxes. You basically need to do it all in one run. That was a bit gutsy. I did try. Okay, well that's the boxes out the window anyway. I normally wouldn't have died at the beginning first stage, but oh well, it is what it is. Always happens when you're recording, you make a few dumb mistakes. But let's endeavour not to repeat those mistakes. Okay, I'm not going to go for the boxes, because now there's no point. What will happen, basically, if you get to the end of the stage, and you haven't been hit, it counts how many boxes you've missed, and if you haven't missed any, you get a gem, which you kind of want, for whatever reason. Even if you get all the boxes, but you've already screwed up, instead of taking you to that screen at the end, Crash basically mops his brow and sighs a bit like this. And you don't get to the screen where it tells you how many boxes you've got, much like it's just done now for us. And you know what? I've had a change of heart. Ignore what I said about 2 minutes ago. We're going to do another stage because I'm not going to upload a video that's only 4 minutes long. So this is Jungle Rollers. If you ever played the original demo disc that came with the PS1, I believe this was the level that was on it. What have I got? And I also believe you cannot get all the boxes on this stage in your first go. So I'm going to get them all, as many as we can see, but there's no point really going for all of them here because you simply can't reach all of them until later. The gems kind of unlock areas and different routes through the stages later on. It's not that many of them, but it does do that, and this is one of the stages where that gets affected. Right, the thing I just picked up was a bonus stage. You need 3 of those kind of bonus stage tickets, if you like, to get into the bonus stage. Curiously, the bonus stages are where you save the game, so if you screw this up and you don't get them, you ain't saving nothing. So maybe it's best for me in this playthrough to do it between save points, I ain't sure. Alright. I want to try and show you guys something here. Might not work. Nah, it's not worked, okay. There is something up there above us, I believe, or at least there was on the demo. But I think you need something else to unlock it. And I could be talking complete crap, the demo could be totally different to the level I'm playing, couldn't it? But, you know, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure there's something up there. Oops. Make some dumb mistakes here, by the way. I don't normally get hit this much. Now, are we going to be gutsy? No, I'm not. The way you could do that, you could kind of like jump and in a split second you're off the floor, spin. But I don't trust myself to do that. Okay, and bonus stage time. They tend to do these in 2D as well, which is actually quite neat. I've always preferred 2D platformers to 3D ones, for whatever reason. I mean, Crash Bandicoot might be an exception, because the jumping is, you know, just masterfully done. It's on point, you know exactly where you're going to land, and a lot of games, especially from this kind of time era, don't do that quite so well. Crash Bandicoot is an exception. Hey! And there we go. We're into the saving. This is how you get there. Yes, I called my parabola character Pooh. Deal with it. Okay. Save game. Okay, I'm moving swiftly on. The later Crash Bandicoot games, the save points are a lot more elaborate, and they really just throw lives at you, and it's very, even though in any Crash Bandicoot you're never in much danger of running out of lives, it always feels very, sort of rewarding when you have tons of lives, when you're constantly being given stuff. But anyway, that's the second stage. You'll see I missed a few boxes, although you saw we didn't really miss any. Certainly didn't miss 6, and I believe those are in the rafters above that place I was trying to get to a little earlier. But anyway, like I said, we're going to try and keep it kind of short and sweet because the levels later are a touch longer. So we're going to leave it there. The next stage we'll be doing, the beginning of the next video, will be the Great Gate, and depending on how long it is, we might end up doing the stage afterwards, which has the boulders in it. But that's another video for another time, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.